Hello viewers, welcome back to my channel Mathmola. Today we learn the graphs of polynomials. First we learn the graph for linear polynomial. Linear polynomial means the power of variable will be 1. That means f of x is equals to ax plus b in this form. F of x means y. That means we can write y equals to ax plus b. Now look, this is an equation of straight line. For example, y is equals to 2x plus 5. This is a linear polynomial. First we find a table x and y. First we put the value of x in right hand side and find the y. Now let x equals to 0. Then we get 0 and y will be 5. Now for x equals to 1, then we get y equals to 7. And x equals to minus 1, then you get 3. Now I use this table to draw the graph in graph paper. Y-axis, y dash, x, x dash. Now this is origin. First coordinate 0, 5. X 0 in this point and y equals to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Mark it. Now for second coordinate 1, 7, that is x equals to 1 and y equals to 6, 7. This coordinate. And for third coordinate x is equals to minus 1 and y equals to 3. That is 1, 2, 3. This point. Now we join these 3 points and this is the required graph of this given linear polynomial. For linear polynomials, the graph of polynomial will be always a straight line. Okay. The quadratic polynomial, the general form x is equals to ax square plus bx plus c and a not equal to 0. For example, y equals to x square minus 2x minus 8. Now we try to draw a graph for this equation. So first we have to find out the coordinates x, y. First we let the value of x is 0. Then y will be 0 plus 0, 0 minus 0 minus 8. Y is minus 8. Now we put the value of x is 1. Then it will be 1 minus 2 minus 8. That is minus 9. Minus 1 and it will be minus 5. For plus 2, y will be minus 8. And the next value for minus 2, it will be minus 2 square minus of minus 2 minus 8. That is 4 plus 4 minus 8. That is 0. For minus 2, y will be 0. That's it. Now we try to draw a graph using this coordinate. This is y-axis, this is y prime, this is x and x prime, and this is O. Now the first coordinate 0, minus 8. That is x equals to 0 and y minus 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This one I mark it. Now x equals to 1 and y equals to minus 9. And x equals to minus 1, then y equals to minus 5. X equals to minus 1, y will be minus 5 in this point. And x equals to 2 and y equals to minus 8 again. When x equals to minus 2, y equals to 0. That is this point. Now we try to join these points. The graph will be like this. This graph is called parabolic graph. This graph is open in upper side, so this is called the parabolic open upwards curve. For the quadratic polynomial, there is so many types of curve. For this polynomial, if a greater than 0, then the graph will be like this. This curve is upward open parabola, and the second point, two distinct zeros. Open upward parabola means upper side is open and two distinct zeros means the curve or the graph cut the x-axis at two distinct points. The vertex of parabola, that is minus b by 2a comma minus d by 4a, and this is the vertex where d is equals to b square minus 4ac, and this is greater than 0. Factorize into distinct factors. When ax square plus bx plus c is less than 0, then the curve will be like this. For this type of graph, the graph will be downward open parabolic curve. First, downward open parabola. And number 2, it has two distinct zeros. And number 3, the vertex of this parabola is minus d by 2a and minus d by 4a, and d is equals to b square minus 4ac, which is greater than 0. And number 4, factorize in two distinct factors. Now these are the observation this type of graphs. Now case 2, when the discriminant d is equals to b square minus 4ac is equal to 0. For case 1, d greater than 0, and for case 2, d is equal to 0. There is two type of curves. First type, a square plus bx plus c. When a is greater than 0, then the curve will be like this. The curve will be upward but not cut the x-axis in two distinct points. It touches the x-axis at the same point. And the conclusion, this is upward open parabola. And second conclusion, it has two equal zeros. And the third conclusion, the vertex is minus d by 2a comma 0 because d is 0, and cut the x-axis at coincident points. Now for the second type, ax square plus bx plus c, while a less than 0, then the curve will be like this. That means downward open parabola. Downward open parabola. And second, it has two equal zeros. And third, vertex minus b by 2a comma 0, and card x-axis coincident point at x-axis coincident points. When the curve, when any curve touches the x-axis, then there is two roots and roots are equal. If the graph cut the x-axis, that means there is 1 0. For this type of polynomial, when d is less than 0 and a greater than 0, then the graph will be upward open parabola, and the polynomial is not factorizable. And number 3, vertex will be same, minus d by 2a comma minus d by 4a. And the number 4, it has no real roots because the graph does not cut the x-axis, so does not have any real roots, any real zeros. And the second type, ax square plus bx plus c, when a less than 0, the graph will be downward like this, not touches the x-axis or not cut the x-axis. That means similarly it is downward and not factorizable. This polynomial also is not factorizable. And the third condition, vertex is minus b by 2a minus d by 4a and does not have any real zeros. Okay. Now for cubic polynomial, the polynomial is f of x equals to ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d, where a not equals to 0. And the curve of cubic polynomial will be like this. There is 3 zeros for the cubic polynomial, or it may be like this. There is also 3 zeros because 1 zeros here and 2 zeros here. Now when any polynomial touches the x-axis at some point, there exist two equal zeros. For any curve, it may be cubic, maybe biquadratic, maybe quadratic. It touches the x-axis at some point, then there exist two equal zeros. Now we solve some important sums from the book R.D. Sharma, VSQ, very short type questions. Question number 12, this graph is given and the question is find the zeros of the polynomial p of x. This is the polynomial. Now you have to find out the zeros of this polynomial. Now look, from this graph, there is two cut of x-axis by this graph. One at -3 and another is -1. That means there is two zeros and this is the graph of a quadratic polynomial. So it must be two zeros. From this graph, we can say there is two real zeros. There is two zeros. One -3 and another -1. That's it. Sum number 13. From this sum, the curve is given f of x and the question is find the number of real zeros of f of x. Okay. So from this graph, we have to say how many real zeros is there. The graph cut the x-axis at one point, that means there exists a real root, and the curve touches the x-axis at one point, that means there exists two real roots which are equal. Now total there exist 1 plus 2, that means 3 real roots. So there is 3 real roots, real zeros. That's it. Sum number 14. The question is, this is the given graph of a quadratic polynomial f of x equals to ax squared plus bx plus c. Now we have to find out or write the sign of a, c and b square minus ac. Now from the observation of quadratic polynomial, we know that if the curve is upward, that means the sign of a must be positive. Since it is upward parabola, therefore a must be greater than 0. And for c, if we put the value of x is equals to 0 in this polynomial, that means we get y is equals to ax squared plus bx plus c. Now x is equals to 0, then y equal to will be c. When the curve cut y-axis, then x equals to will be 0. Now when x equals to 0 and we get y equals to c, that means the curve cut the y-axis at c. Now, and this is the positive side of y-axis, that means c must be positive, therefore c must be positive, greater than 0. Now for sign of this, from this graph we can see there is two distinct real zeros. That means the discriminant of this curve must be positive, greater than 0. That means discriminant, that is b square minus 4ac, must be greater than 0. Okay, that's it. Now go to sum number 15. This is the given curve f of x equals to ax square plus bx plus c. Find the value of b square minus ac and the number of real zeros of f of x and write the sign of c. So first we have to find out the value of b square minus 4ac. Now look, from this graph we can see the graph touches the x-axis at some point. Just touches the x-axis, not cut the x-axis. And we know the observation of quadratic polynomial, if the graph touches the x-axis, that means there exists two equal real zeros. For any quadratic polynomial, if there exists two equal zeros, that means the discriminant must be equal to 0. That implies discriminant is equals to b square minus 4ac is equals to 0. So the value of b square minus 4ac is equals to 0. And the number of real zeros, we can easily see that this is the quadratic polynomial. So it has two real roots and the curve touches the x-axis, that means it has two equal real roots. So the number of real zeros is 2. Now for sign of c, we put the value of x is 0 in this polynomial. Then we get that is y is equals to c. When x equals to 0, that means the curve cut y-axis at some point. Now the point is there, and we can easily see that, and this is the negative side of y-axis. The value of c will be negative. That implies the sign of c must be less than 0. Okay, and go to sum number 18. The given graph is this, and we have to find out the number of real zeros of f of x. Okay, now look from this graph. The graph touches the x-axis at 2 points, and we know when a curve touches the x-axis at some point, that means there exist two equal zeros, and this curve touches the x-axis at 2 points. That means there exist 4 zeros. That means the curve f of x has two pair of equal real zeros. So the number of real zeros is 4. Okay, that's it. Now we solve sum number 9 and 10 from the MCQ. Sum number 9, the graph is given, or we have to write the sign of A, B and C. From this graph, we can easily say that the parabola is downward open. That means A must be less than 0. That implies the sign of A is negative. The vertex lies on the second quadrant. Now we know in the second quadrant, the coordinate of x must be negative. That means minus b by 2a is less than 0. Now look, from here we can say a is less than 0. That implies minus b is greater than 0. Since minus b by 2a is less than 0 and a is less than 0, that means b must be positive, minus b must be positive. If the minus b is positive, upper portion is positive numerator and denominator negative, that means plus minus, it will be minus, that means negative. Okay, ultimate result is negative and a is negative, that means minus b, that means numerator must be positive, and that implies b is less than 0. The sign of minus b is positive, that implies b is negative. Now if we put x equals to 0, then we get y equals to c, which is greater than 0. Now from there we can say a is less than 0, b is less than 0 and c is greater than 0. That's it. Now sum number 10, we have to write the sign of a, b and c. Similarly, same as 9. Since it is upward open parabola, that means the value of a must be positive. That means a must be positive. The vertex of parabola lies on the fourth quadrant. That means the sign of x must be positive. That means minus b by 2a must be positive. Now look, a is greater than 0 and minus b by 2a is greater than 0. That implies minus b must be greater than 0. b is less than 0. That means b is negative. From the curve, we can say the curve cut the y-axis as positive direction or positive y-axis. If x equals to 0, that implies y equals to c, which is positive, greater than 0. Therefore, the sign of a is greater than 0, sign of b is less than 0, and sign of c is greater than 0. That's it. In the next class, I will discuss the relationship between the zeros and the coefficients of cubic polynomial and quadratic polynomial. If you like this video, please subscribe my channel and share this video with your friends. Getting new update, press the bell icon. Thank you for watching.